Hello and welcome to episode 23 of Talk of the Crown. And I can go back to saying, wow, it's been a voluptuous royal week because action has happened. Harry and Meghan have returned back to work. They have attended their first royal engagement. I guess you could say, well, it was in August, but I guess you could say of the September new autumn season. So we'll be talking a lot about that later. Let me just stop this the video playing on my phone, because otherwise we'll get a disturbance. I don't want a disturbance. So I'll say all my hellos in a moment, but look at all the things I have got to open today. Oh my goodness. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 things. And there's also one more thing, which I've got in another room, which I'm not going to show you today because I haven't opened it, but I'm going to do a live opening in the week. I think it's another food hamper. Hopefully a Scottish one with different Scottish treats, but I'll show you that in the week. I haven't looked yet. Now, I've pre-opened the packets, but I haven't taken a look, so I don't know. They could be things people have sent to my PO box address. They could be things off my Amazon wish list. I really actually don't know. So we'll delve into those periodically throughout this chat. So do stay tuned. Now I'm going to go to the live chat because obviously this is live. It's Saturday, 10 o'clock, and I am going to see who's here. We have Rodney Jackson. I'll do it really quick. Scott Goff. We have Kerens. We have Margaret and Nicole and Jeff and Patty and Christine and Arnold Sanders and Nicole Collins, Kathy G, Pam G, Dion, I may have said some of your names twice. Candice, James Med 4, Marianne Russell, Astrid, Betsy, Marie Dola, MSNB 2012, Victoria, Joanne, Melody, Dawn, Susan G, Donna C, Aileen Rosenberg, Kelly Black, Joanne Bass, Countess Bavaria, Frazzled Halos, I think I've said Scott Goff already, Sandy Kelso, Wendy, Tess, Dorothy Gibbs, Joanne Corn, Jamie, our resident moderator, so make sure you behave, who says, oh my, what a collection you have there. DSHELK, Rebecca's mom, Vinnie Blair, Gerald, Jojo, Sue Miller, Cherry Blossom, Go Getter, I'm doing really well, thank you so much. Betsy, I think I've said, D Sweet, Whitney Studios, Nora Cherry, and Cornwall 59. My goodness, there was a lot of you. And by the way, we have 168 viewers watching already. So if you are watching live, this is live, please give this video a big old thumbs up because it lets YouTube know that you are enjoying it. So it tells YouTube, so YouTube tells more people about this chat. And I did see a question further up from Cherry Blossom, who says, hello from beautiful St. Thomas. Do you know how much money was donated in lieu of gifts for the Duke and Duchess's wedding? I don't. Actually, I haven't looked into that. I don't know. Do you mean in lieu, like literally what's been donated in general or what's been apportioned to other different things? It's an interesting question. I will have to find out for you. And hello to beautiful St. Thomas. I've heard it is lovely. And yes, Betsy, a gift bonanza. It's raining in the USA, says Victoria. Oh, no. Frazzled Halo says, done, you've given me a big thumbs up. Thank you so much. Arnold Sanders says, my screen says 191. Hopefully it's working okay for everyone. It seems okay my side. Now, shall we start with some gifts? Or shall we start with some questions? Let me know. It's your live chat. It's directed by you guys. Audrey Evans says, hello, Elliot from Missouri. Love your live chat. So much good information. Thank you so much. Candy says, it's like Christmas every Saturday. It is indeed. I can't believe what I've received this week. Thank you so much to everyone. I hope that there are gift slips inside so that I know who it's from. But if I open something and it hasn't got a name, then let me know. Well, let me know that it's you and I will say thank you to you. But just so you know, a big thank you to everyone who contributes to the site, including people that just watch the videos. That's good enough. It really helps if you just watch the videos. If you want to support the channel, watch the videos. Oh, gifts. People want gifts. Okay, we'll do a gift. So So I'm going to give all these gifts a big happy fan flap because I'm happy. Wow. Okay, what should we start with? A little one, because good things always come in small packages. Okay, this one. I have no idea. Okay. I have no idea what I'm putting my hand in. Oh, okay, hang on. I'm going to pull something out. Ah! Okay. Oh, there's a gift. Let me read the certificate first, because it may tell me who it's from. No, it does not tell me who it's from. So, oh my goodness. Now I know what this is. It's off the Amazon wish list, and I will open it from the packet, but it's a Scottish and English, British rather, badge. A Union Jack and the Scottish Saltire. Pin badge. Let me show you. There's definitely no name in that one. So, this is, wow, okay, it is lovely. It's actually really, really nice. Can you see? I'm hoping you can see. If I hold it steady, it might focus. Wow, I'm going to put this in straight away. Whoever it was that got me this, thank you so, so much. I think it needs to go over here. In fact, I may even just leave this in this waistcoat for all eternity. Okay. So, wow, and so appropriate, because obviously the Queen is at the Braemar Games, because obviously she's on her Balmoral break. I like it. Thank you so, so much. Whoever got me that, thank you. Let's go and see what people are saying. Nice gift. D-Sweet says, oh yeah, I forgot. Hello, Laird Elliot. Well, we'll get to that in a moment about my lairdship. Cherry Blossom says, thanks for your reporting. I hate those fake channels. There are so many fake channels these days. Just spreading too much hate and bias. And the worst part, people believe those channels. They do. And of course, because August has been quite light on actual royal engagements, people are just making up any old nonsense just to get views. Some of it based on a little bit of fact, and then they kind of push the envelope. Some of it completely made up garbage. See me? Okay, people are saying they can see me. I have no idea if you can or not. I can no longer see myself. Okay, hang on. Just bear with me a moment. Okay, I can not see anything. But if you can see me, that's okay. Can you see me? Just say yes or no in the chat room. Okay, Beverly says, I see you and hear you. Okay, it doesn't matter if I can't see myself reflected back in the screen, as long as it's working. Okay, I'm going to tell you a little story. Story time. I don't normally do story times, but story time. We'll get back to the royal talk in a moment. Okay. My internet has been playing up for about 2 weeks. It keeps just cutting off. It just literally just dies, and just I have to restart the whole thing. Literally turn off the whole power, let it restart. And I was dreading the moment that it might happen during a live chat, and it just did. So my screen went completely blank. I'm going to have to call out the internet provider because it is so annoying and terribly frustrating as well. So yes, my internet keeps dying on me. So if it goes again, please just hang around in the chat room while I restart the whole internet. So where was I? Back to the royal chat. Let's see if I can find some questions. Okay, people saying they see me. I'm trying to backtrack. Okay. Did you lose me for a certain period? You must have done, because I literally had to turn the power off. Judy says, thank you, Elliot, for keeping me informed about all the good things concerning the family from Belize. Thank you so, so much. Okay. That must have been the part where I was back. Apparently I look very blue. Do I still look very blue? Okay, I'm just going to go straight back down to the very, very bottom of the chat. Okay. This is why it's live. You have to roll with the punches. I may need a new router. Yes, I might. Scott Goff says, show us some ankle in compensation. Well, okay. Just a little hint of ankle. My goodness. See, I don't know if you can see that or not, because I can't see the screen. I was talking about fake channels. Yes, I was talking about fake channels. There are so many out there, and they seem to have sprung up really, really rapidly and very, very quickly. I would probably say when I started doing my channel, there was probably about 5, literally 5 credible channels out there doing different things, not doing the same as what I'm doing, but there's probably about 5 royal channels out there, including the official British monarchy channel. Then suddenly, probably over the last 6 to 8 months, there has been an explosion in the number of just fake news channels. And I think they're all connected because they're all over about 10 minutes in length, the videos. They always start off talking about the subject that it's titled about, and then it moves on to other videos which they've put in that video that they've already previously made, just to get it up to 10 minutes. And I'll tell you why they do that. They do that because if you get a video that's over 10 minutes in length, YouTube lets you put as many adverts as you want in that video. So all these fake channels are doing it literally just to make money. And I have a theory. I think that it's, almost a bit like a child labor farm somewhere in a foreign country. They are literally just putting them out, a bit like a factory. They're just putting out these videos. They don't care what they put out. They don't care if it's truth. They don't care if it's lies. It's just put it out. And also they don't care, whose photos they take from different places or whose videos they steal off Twitter. So I don't know where YouTube is going with all these fake news channels, but they sensationalize things and they often get things wrong. These channels, back to the royals, these channels were reporting about more than a month ago now, about about Meghan going to Toronto or even LA. Now all of that was completely fake. That was fake news. We know now that Meghan did go to Toronto last Tuesday. So anything prior to that, of course, was fake. I said on this channel it was all fake. That is true. But from Tuesday, she did visit, and lots of credible sources are saying that she did. We don't have video proof. We don't have photo proof. We don't have official confirmation from the palace. So it's best to keep that in mind. But lots of credible sources are saying that she was. So we have to kind of take that, I think, and go with it. But just bear in mind that we have no official proof. But these fake channels, I saw one video where they were trying to validate themselves for their previous fake claims by saying, yes, Meghan's in Toronto. We were right. No, you weren't right. You were wrong because you said that, she was in Toronto and LA over a month ago, and that was fake. So don't try and validate yourself when something does come up. It's crazy. Okay, there's been lots of questions, which I'm probably missing. Did you enjoy the ankle? Candice says sexy ankle. Okay, thank you so much. Arnold Sanders says the only problem I had with Meghan's dress was it gave the haters an excuse. Oh, you mean the legs? Yes, Harry and Meghan attended the performance of Hamilton. A gala performance of the musical Hamilton. And she did wear this incredible dress, and I really liked it. I really, really, really liked it. And people were having a go, picking on her in a way because she didn't wear tights. There is no rule. There is no protocol that you have to wear tights. Many previous royal ladies and current royal ladies don't wear tights on the occasion. So there is no protocol against it. She isn't breaking any protocol. And if she wants to go bare-legged, then she can. Fliss362 says, we are looking forward to Harry and Meghan coming to Australia for the Invictus Games. I think we all are. And I'm excited to see it. By the way, I can't see the screen, so let me know, how many viewers do we have watching? Hello to Green Queen B. Donna Howell says, I see and hear you. Had to wait for a few seconds, but it's good now. At 15 after the hour. Hello from Washington State. Hello to you. Dion says the ankle was too brief. Beverly Millett says the bad thing about fake channels is people actually believe what they say. They do indeed. Hey, that says you can tell that some people have multiple channels. That was another one of my theories, and I'm glad you can see that too. Yvette Marsh says, please tell us about the orange feather brooch. It's actually called Scottish Plume, and it's from my late grandmother's collection. So it's something that she owned, and again, it's Scottish. And as we are all Balmoral and all Braemar Highland Games, let's keep with the Scottish theme. Scott Goff says, yes, they all have robotic voices. They do indeed, all these fake channels. Fliss says they have rented a large home on Sydney Harbour. Presumably we will see them on a private yacht on Sydney Harbour, touring the Sydney Opera House. Hopefully. I mean, of course, they've got to stay somewhere, so why not? It seems good to me. Dion says the robotic voices are horrid. CB says, I just feel sorry for the poor royals being treated like soap opera characters. And some of it is just completely blatant lies. It's just terrible. D-Sweet says, I think you've hit the nail on the head about those fake channels, just money-making factories. That's why they do it. They don't actually have a genuine love of the royal family. They really just don't. Martin Gahan says, the newspapers are worse, rehashing the same old stuff from years ago. And again, with all the, it's 21 years, as we all know, since Diana sadly passed. All the Diana stories being dug up. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I really couldn't. I was going to make a video about Diana, but I don't know. I just couldn't. I wanted to do one straight from the heart, and maybe I will. Maybe I will do this week, kind of like a belated tribute. My thoughts on Diana. If you want to see that, let me know. But I didn't want to rehash all these old stories that they're now presenting as new news when it's not. It's just old news. It was just a slew of Diana stories that I just thought were kind of inappropriate. So on my channel, I did just put in the community section a little posting, commemorating the anniversary. But I would like to do a proper video of my own thoughts and experiences, with Diana's death, because of course I'm old enough to have lived through it. I remember it, very, very clearly. I remember the funeral. And of course we had the big, 20-year anniversary last year. By the way, we still have no news on the statue. The statue that was commissioned by Harry and William. We know that they commissioned a sculptor. We know that a design was reached. We don't know what the design was, but we've heard nothing more of it. So I'm hoping that that will be soon. But as soon as I hear any news, of course, I will bring that to you. CM Moon says, I have seen them in it just hit the nut on the head. Interesting in seeing there's no way to really blocking them. No, I don't know if you can block a channel actually. Sabina says, I don't believe she was until I hear it officially from the royals. That was my that was my take on it to begin with. That I like to see hard factual evidence about things, but when lots of credible news sources that actually make their living, and I'm talking about individuals here, not huge corporations, when individual reporters who are very credible, British reporters that is, when they confirm something, you have to take note, because the likelihood is that it was true and that she did slip unnoticed under the radar. But like I say, bear in mind that there is no photograph, there is no video, and there is no official confirmation. Yvette says, the Duke and Duchess's entourage is so big, like 12 people. Wonder if they'll bunk in that Australian mansion too. They could have separate residences. It happened in Diana's day. Sometimes the staff stayed in other residences. T-Sweet thought Meghan looked amazing. Okay, we have 220 people watching. Due to my technical difficulties, please give me a big old thumbs up, because I do hate it when things go wrong. I like things to be really perfect for you guys. Joanne says, so sick of those channels. Lots of people telling me how many people are watching. Yvette says, sweating in nylons is very uncouth. The Duchess has to keep up on her fashion and keep cool too, I think. James Med 4 says, I'm sure she will wear tights in the Queen's presence always. Diana once wore a full tuxedo. Yes, it was a tuxedo dress. I was trying to think of that name. It was a tuxedo dress, and people were saying that Meghan was paying tribute, all these channels saying she was paying tribute to Diana. No, she wasn't paying tribute. She just found a dress that she likes, and it happened to be similar to one that Princess Diana, or Diana, Princess of Wales, chose to wear, 20 odd years ago. So no, these channels like to make a big big meal out of everything. And it's just that she liked the dress, and I think she looked very good in it too. While we're on the subject of fashion, a story came out, a rather remarkable story about Diana. And the Emanuels, of course, the Emanuels designed Diana's wedding dress, and they have said that they originally designed a burqa outfit for one of Diana's Arabian tours, or one of her tours of the Middle East. I forget which country she went to. I think it was Iran, actually, possibly. So they designed an outfit, a burqa, because obviously you have to dress modestly. Now, this design was never ever shown to Diana. It was a reserve outfit, and it was never actually made or created. It was just an idea in case Diana had to dress extremely modestly, which of course she never had to. Martin Gahan says newspapers said Catherine has done the same as Meghan with bare legs. She has. Meghan's not the first royal, and she won't be the last. Christine says so many channels have Meghan leaving the palace in tears, and the Queen is furious. So stupid. I agree, it is stupid, and obviously those are the fake news. The ones that you have to really watch are the ones that base things slightly on truth, because they are really hard to spot if you don't know. Zarina Barron says, I don't think she was bare-legged. If she didn't have tights on, she must have had leg makeup. Or a tan. She could have had more of a tan. Kathleen Mack says, I think she may have worn this more casual suit dress since they have 2 more formal events coming up soon. I liked it. I thought it was rather appropriate for the event. Yvette says, I think I'm fond of Scottish things, hampers and such, new and exciting. Kelly is ready for Catherine to come back. Oh, by the way, we have no announcement of any Catherine engagements coming up in September. So I thought she'd be back in September, but we don't know for sure. They could be leaving it until the last minute to announce her engagements, but we have no announced, at least by Kensington Palace. They usually tweet when the engagements are coming up, and we have no official confirmation that she is returning to work in September. Do I think the story about the Crown Prince family of Denmark joining Harry and Meghan for the Invictus Games is true? They could invite other people. Again, unless it's actually been confirmed by them, I haven't checked, then we have to take it with a pinch of salt, but it's not without the realm of possibility. Lots of people missing Catherine. Cornwall59 says Diana should have worn more modern clothes. She looked better after the divorce. I agree. I mean, I was saying the other day that I think her fashion from about 1995 onwards is completely timeless. If you Google photographs of Diana from 95 onwards, her outfits could be worn today and still look incredibly stylish. So I would agree with you on that point. Mary J says lots of bleep stirring going on with these fake news channels. I do agree. Lots of people loving and missing Diana. MSMB 2012 says, no one is a bigger fan of Diana than myself, but I think a full rehash and retelling of the whole thing every year would be too much. I would agree. And too painful. Again, I agree. And of course, William and Harry have marked the occasion privately. We don't know if they have gone to visit the gravesite at Althorpe. We don't know. But they have marked the occasion privately. Of course, there were no engagements penned in for that day. Janine Bell says the other channels can't even get the names right. They sound terrible. Kathy says, yes, I'd like to see your Diana tribute. I mean, I'm just thinking maybe just me just talking to the camera about what I remember from the time. Maybe. Lots of people would like me to do that. Martin Gahan says, I went to Diana's funeral to support Sarah. Whitney Studio says, does it help to report the fake news? I don't know. you can try. You can try. Try flagging it. Cornwall59 says, I went to see the flowers. I can imagine it was incredible. I mean, I remember the flowers on the TV building up, but I can imagine the smell of flowers would have been incredible. And it certainly had a very powerful look about it, shall we say. Okay, lots of people can see and hear me clearly. By the way, I don't know how I'm going to end this chat because I can't see the off button. So that's going to be interesting when I come to end the chat because I'm going to be scrabbling around trying to find the off button. Jeff says, Elliot, do you think Harry and Meghan really bought that country house, or do you think it's just gossip? Do you mean the country house that they were rumoured to be building themselves? I think that was possibly fake. But again, it's not been built yet, so we don't know. We do know that they are renting a cottage, it's described as, in the Cotswolds. The media are not allowed to report on it. I don't know where it is, but I think some of the bigger publications probably know where it is, but they aren't allowed to say because of privacy reasons and security. But we do know it is in the Cotswolds, and it is near kind of where she had her where she went before her wedding for a hen party. It's kind of near there, which is Soho Farmhouse. So it's kind of in the Soho Farmhouse vicinity in the Cotswolds, kind of. So we know that they're renting somewhere there. We don't know which property has been gifted by the Queen, if any. Lots of them were mooted, and we don't know what's true or what's not. We are literally going to have to wait and see on that one. Okay, 230 people watching. Woohoo! Please give me a big old thumbs up. Judith says, Duchess of Sussex looks beautiful in the Judith and Charles tuxedo dress. Go Meghan from Belize. She did indeed. Okay, I'm going to skip a few questions. Dibbity Doo says, do royals really have a choice of what to wear? Completely. They are not told really what to wear. Of course, there are occasions when, you know, a particular dress code is required. But in terms of day fashion, day wear, going out in the evening, no, they can wear what they want. Think about Diana. She wore what she wanted. Lots of people remembering Diana. Keonti Kent says, hi Elliot, I think it would be nice to see a variety of her pictures and her performing her duties in remembrance of her. I ask everyone here to go to these fake news channels and recruit and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Janine Bell says, I love the tribute to Aretha Franklin, rather. Get it right, Elliot. It was beautiful. It was indeed. And of course, it was the British Army performing during changing the guard at Buckingham Palace. So there's people saying it was a tribute from the Queen. It wasn't. It was the British Army. But the Queen did obviously allow it to be performed during changing the guard at Buckingham Palace. And I think it was a very touching, very real, uplifting tribute to Aretha, because I think she touched so many people's lives worldwide. You know, it wasn't just America. You know, lots of people had, pardon the pun, respect for Aretha, and of course that was the song that was played, and it was really uplifting. And I looped it in my video to make it really long, so that literally you could sit back and enjoy it, because it's a very uplifting rendition, and you can, you know, kind of visualize her, you know, when you're watching it. So if you want to leave a tribute, please go to that video and leave your own comment in the description. Who knows who's watching? Maybe one of the family is watching. Who knows? Arnold Sanders says, the haters can't have it both ways. Either Meghan is lazy and hiding out, or she's an attention seeker. I agree. You can't ever get it right. It's terrible. Joe Brown says, hello. From Alaska, my first time on live chat. Very much enjoy your videos. Thank you so much. And I enjoy having a viewer in Alaska. Christoph from Florida says, did you know that Aretha Franklin performed for Queen Elizabeth's 50th anniversary in a Jubilee? Yes, I remember watching it at the time. So yes, I do. Michael D says, good evening. Absolutely love your show. So excited to visit London in a few days. Taking your viewers' advice for tea at Fortnum and Mason. Please do. I think you'll have an incredible experience. Lots of people loving the tribute. Marie says, I wonder what happened to Samantha Grant. She's been very quiet. That scares me. No, the less we hear of her, the better. Maybe there's some reconciliation going on. Maybe they've learned to keep it zipped. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe they took my advice. Jamie says, open the big blue bag. Okay, I will in a minute. Lots of people saying, open another gift. Okay, let me skip to the bottom. Lots of people saying no Markles. Shall I put a Markle ban? Let me know. Shall I ban the Markles? No Trump and no Markles. Let me know. Well, the reason why I say no Trump is because he's such a controversial figure on this channel. If you talk about him, even when he met the Queen, when I had such a legitimate reason for talking about Trump, because he did actually meet the Queen, you should have seen some of the stick I got in the videos. He met the Queen. What do you expect me to do? So, you know, I'm not anti-Trump. I'm not pro-Trump. He's just a very controversial figure on this channel. So let's just have no talk. Let's have no controversy. Let's have a no controversy night. Laura says, I truly hope that a monument for Diana would have been dedicated by now. I think it's on its way. It can't be too far away, surely. Lots of people remembering Diana. Jamie says, wonder why there has been such talk on the Diana statue, or rather no talk. I don't know. Maybe it's still obviously being created. Lots of people saying open more gifts. I think I've got down to the bottom of the chat. So yes. Joanne says, yes, no Trump and no Markles. Lisa Dye says, hi, Elliot, new viewer in Los Angeles. Hello to you. You actually live across the street from Meg's favourite yoga studio. Wow. New interest in the British royal family because of Meghan and Harry. Yes, I think Meghan, interesting point actually. I think Meghan and Harry have, or rather Meghan in particular, has brought a whole new wave of people being interested in the royal family, which I think is remarkable. Right, I'm going to open something now. Jamie wants the big blue bag. Shall we do the big blue bag? Okay. Like I say, I pre-cut it. Now, I can guess. I think it's an item of clothing because it's squishy. And it's the same bag that I had one of my jackets in before that was gifted. So I don't know which one it is, but I think it's something from the wish list, which is jackety. So let's have a look. Okay. I'm going to check for slips first. Okay. No slip. So unless there's something in here, I don't know who it's from. So a big thank you to you if this is from you. Okay. It is. It's a jacket. Oh, slip. No, it's not. Oh, it is rather good though. It's about different garments. Look. Different Scottish kilt jackets, traditional coats and jackets, formal jackets, Jacobean jackets, Victorian frock coats. Okay, I'll read that later. Okay, what is it? Okay. Oh, it's a steampunk fancy purple. My goodness. Okay, I like this. Right. Steampunk is a kind of fashion movement, and it combines kind of Victorian Gothic detailing with kind of mechanical. And I think the look works really, really well for kind of oldie worldy, old fashioned things. So let's, without further ado, let's take a look. Wow, I'm so excited. Okay. I will keep the bag. Okay, put the bag there. Oh no, I'm dropping all my things. Okay. Wow. Oh my goodness, look at the colour. Oh, wow. Oh, it looks so regal. Oh, wow. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Can you see? It's so shiny. Okay, you're going to have to look at the colour. I'm going to hold it up here so you can see the colour. Wow. Look. Look at the buttons. Oh, look at the back. It's a proper tailcoat. Where am I found? Okay, whoever it was that got me this, thank you so much. I give you a yellow fan because it's happy. Wow. Okay, I'm going to have to, I'll put it on my lap because it feels so nice as well. Right, I'm going to read some comments. I need comments. Wow. Oh, Jamie said zilch. Okay, it was zilch before. Okay, lots of people saying they want the blue bag. Well, you've had the blue bag. Candice Bavaria said that's gorgeous. Country Girl said it's gorgeous. Lots of people saying wow. Jamie said, oh my, that's amazing. It's better than it looked on the internet. It's so much better than it looked on Amazon. Crikey. Shall I try it on above this? Let me know. Jeff Gosney says, I thought that picture of the Queen with Meghan's dog on the seat next to her was adorable. It was. It kind of roused me. Not in, that kind of way, but it roused me in terms of spirits to see Meghan's dog. It was one of those moments where I went, oh, and of course they must have bonded over their love of dogs. Moonlific Dome says, dude, that is a fabulous suit. It is indeed. A lot of people saying they love the jacket. Cynthia says, love steampunk, so cool. Scott Goff says steampunk is your style. Great taste. I just think that the look goes really, really well with kind of my aesthetic for the channel. Lots of people saying they love the colour. Darkstorms Royal Empire says, I now consider myself a royal actress and hope you have a fast rise to fame. I hope you do too. And says, Elliot, I dropped everything for you. I can't wait to get the Meghan tiara. You ordered it. Wow, well done. Well done for ordering it. I don't think you'll be disappointed. People saying it's a gorgeous coat. Great jacket. Aubergine colour. No, it's kind of purple. It's kind of like a really shiny purple. It's amazing. First Mrs. R says, I love steampunk. It's very Jules Verne. This is the house. There's a house in New England, USA, which is modern but completely designed in a steampunk aesthetic. Wear it in good health. Countess Bavaria says, was that you who sent it, Kelly Black? Oh, by the way, if you put it's you, type it again because I probably missed it. Lots of people saying, try it on. Model the jacket. Kelly Black says, thank you. Elliot worked so hard and deserves it. Oh, Kelly, if it was you, thank you so much. I love it. People saying, try it on. Okay, I'm going to try it on. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you so much. Okay. Wow. Okay, I'm hoping it fits. Wouldn't it be embarrassing if I tried it on now and it didn't fit? And it's a size large as well. Okay. Like a glove. Oh my goodness. Right. Wow. Okay, the tag's not a good look, but wow. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm going to be roasting wearing waistcoat and this, but I don't care. Let's do it up. Okay, I'm all thumbs with the buttons. Why is that button not going through? Is there something stopping the button? They're not fake buttons, are they? You are supposed to use them. What about the other buttons? Okay, let's try. Might just be the top button. Okay, I'm not sure. I don't think you're actually supposed to use the buttons. I don't know. Maybe you are. Wow, what do you think? What does it look like? I'll fiddle with the buttons later. It'd be a very boring video, me just sat there fiddling with buttons. And Joanne Corn says, looks good on you. It looks stunning. Suits you. Thank you so much. Wow. Okay. You know what? I'm going to have to stand up and look in the mirror. Because it's a mirror, right? Wow. I love it. I do love it. Wow. Thank you so much. It's amazing. So it goes well with my new Laird chip. By the way, if you watch my video, I received in my Amazon wish list again, the infamous Amazon wish list, a box with a gift to become a Laird. And I did it. I filled in the information. I did it on the internet, and I am now awaiting my certificate. So hopefully that will come, and as soon as I receive it, I'll do an update video of what it says and how I can use this title. So I did some research, and I think it entitles you to be called or addressed as the much honoured in Scotland, because it's different to in England. So a lairdship is kind of like the equivalent of a British lord in a kind of way, but I don't think you're normally addressed as your lairdship in that kind of way if you are a laird of somewhere. So this is a laird of Dunan's Castle, or I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. And the castle, by the way, is a complete ruin. So all the funds from this go towards restoring the castle, which I think is a very worthy cause because it is a complete ruin. It was destroyed by fire. Watch the video. I explain a bit more in there. So I think I can be described as the much honoured, my name, of Dunan's Castle. So the much honoured is my form of address from now on, I think. P. Smith says, should wear it to the wedding. Well, I don't know I'm going yet. They're supposed to confirm via email sometime this month. Fingers crossed. Sweet Trinity says, love your channel. Thank you so, so much. Lauren Walker says, I'm so glad I found this channel. And Rodney Jackson says, love the colour. You look great. Thank you so much. Caroline says, great TV show, The Laird of Glenbogle. Scott Goff says, it's pronounced Dunnans. Dunnans. Have I said that correct now? Dunnans, because I've been calling it Dunnans. 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 That's my really terrible Scottish accent. Janine Bell says, you will find that you need to cut the buttonholes. It stops the buttonholes from going out of shop. Okay, I need to cut the buttonholes. Thank you for telling me. Do I need to cut them? Or are they just tight? They're probably just tight. Let me try. Ah, there you go. Look, I've done it. They're just tight. Just push. Okay. Push. It's like I'm giving birth. Push. They are rather tight. Maybe they do need, but I'm getting them through. Look. Okay. It's going. It's going. It's going. Push. Okay. It's not pushing. It'll get there. I think I probably do need to just make them a little bit wider. Okay, that'll do. I've done 2. It's fine. Wow. Okay. Scott Goff says, I've got it right. Thank you so, so much. Carissa says, can you do a video on how Mrs. Markles and Mrs. Simpson are the same and different? Oh, you mean a comparison between Meghan and Wallis? I could do, but I think the main difference isn't necessarily between them. It's between the times and how perceptions and what's acceptable has changed more than the actual people, I suppose. Margaret says, can a British person be a duke of more than one? Yes, you can. You can be a multiple duke if those are the titles which you inherited. Joyce says 235 here, only 120 thumbs up. That means there's over 100 of you who have not given me. Give this jacket a thumbs up. It deserves a thumbs up. Vianua says, hey Elliot, you look very handsome. What's all the social media trolls going crazy over Meghan's dress? I don't know. I liked it. It was a date with her husband and she looks beautiful. By the way, the coat looks good on you. Thank you so much. I don't know what all the fuss was. I like the dress. Arnold Sanders says, please explain the working royals against the non-working royals. Why some can get SM accounts and others don't. Well, okay. The difference between a working royal is a royal who takes on official duties on behalf of the Queen to support the Queen, and they are funded via the monarchy by the Queen. Of course, the Prince of Wales is different. He funds himself through the Duchy of Cornwall, and he funds his family. So William, Harry, Meghan, Catherine, Camilla, they're all funded by the Prince of Wales. But the Queen funds the working royals. If you are a non-working royal, you receive no money because obviously you do not perform any duties on behalf of the state. Jojo says, no, I won't be able to get out. Probably not. Joanne Corn says, Elliot, you are so comical at times, cracks me up. I am what I am. It is what it is, as they say. And I don't know, because of the technical difficulty, maybe I'm just like, who cares? Just, it is what it is. Things can go wrong. I'll probably cut out again at some point. Just carry on, roll with the punches, go with it. First Mrs. R says, all you need now is a suitable hat with a feather, a big purple feather or a silver feather. 270 watching. Woohoo! I think that's the biggest I've had in a long time. Sheila says, don't button it. We need to see the waistcoat. Well, you can see a hint of waistcoat. Yes, Jamie, I think 275 could be a record. Let's try and get it up. Monolithic says, how many holes does it take to fill the Albert Hall? Is that political? How many holes? Maybe I'm not getting that one. Jeff says, you can wear that other places besides the channel. Very nice. I think I could get away with wearing this. It's rather fetching. Villanueva says, hey Elliot, will it be possible to see Meghan's interview on TV? I live in the US. I think it's an ITV documentary, so that's channel 3 in the UK. You probably will be able to see it, but maybe not straight away. I don't know how they're going to put it out there. But it's called, what's it called? It's called Queen of Our World. That's it. It's called Queen of Our World. And it interviews a number of royals from the royal family, including Meghan. So it's not just Meghan. It's not a dedicated Meghan interview. She just has a very small part in it where she talks about her experiences of the Commonwealth, what she thinks about it, and she also talks about her wedding dress and how she paid tribute to the Commonwealth through the 53 flowers which were represented on that amazing veil train that she had going on. So she has a very small part in it, but nevertheless, it is still a major, televisual interview since becoming a royal, and probably, we might not see another of that kind for a while. So, it is fairly historic, I suppose. Oh, Arnold Sands says the thing about the holes is a Beatles reference. That would explain it, because shock horror, I'm not a terrible Beatles fan. Okay, hide my head in shame. I'm going to give myself a black fan flap for that, because I know that's terrible. But no, I'm not a terrible Beatles fan. Hide my head in shame. Slap me and be done. Joe Brown says, I love steampunk, and that jacket is beautiful. Thank you so much. There's some other steampunk items on the wish list too, and if they are half as good as this, I will be very happy. It's amazing. Joyce says, peacock feather would really be pretty. All the right colours. Oh, it would. Okay, I might add a peacock feather to the list if I can find one. More presents. I'm hearing cries for. Candice Bunting says people in the US or elsewhere can get ITV or any channel if they change their IP address via VPN. Sounds very confusing, but if you understand that and you can do it, why not? Maya says, if Catherine does that, then the haters complain that she's wasting taxpayers' money, being lazy and so on. Haters gonna hate. Can we see more gifts? Yes, you can. Margaret says, would it have been possible for Meghan to refuse a royal title when she married Harry and continued working? No, I don't think so, because you take on in marriage in UK law the style and title and rank, although a counterpart rank, obviously, the same as your husband. So I don't think so. And of course, it wouldn't have been, I don't think, very conducive and compatible for her to do the two, I don't think. So Mr. says, I like the idea of discussing about Meghan and Wallis. And you're sick of hearing some of the less savoury dragging up of the abdication scandal when they talk about Meghan and Harry's marriage. Jamie's not a Beatles fan either. Mrs. VSNCO9 says her wedding gown was perfect for her age and venue. I agree. And Kimberly says her veil and Queen Mary's tiara were fantastic. Okay, present time. This one. I've been dying to know what this is. Okay, this one. I have been dying to know. And I have no clue, actually, because I can't even remember what's on the wish list. In fact, was it the wish list? I penned out the name. I don't know whether this was... I think it was the wish list. Okay. You know I like to undo a flap. What is it? Oh, okay. Okay, there's notes. I know what it is. Okay. Let me read the note. A gift from Kathy Guerrero. I think that's pronounced. Thank you so much, Kathy. Enjoy your gift from Kathy G from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. 3 other items could not attach a message. So some of the other items could be yours. Okay, so the Scottish pin is you. Thank you so much, Kathy. And you've also named what some of the other things are, so now I know. Haha. But you don't, so I'm not going to read them out. But thank you so much to Kathy for the pin and this and some other things which we'll get to in a moment. Wow. Okay. I'm making a right mess on the floor here. But you know what? I don't care. Look! It's a Prince Harry and Meghan Markle calendar for 2019. Look, my wall will be adorned. Look at all the different photographs. You probably can't see in detail, but wow, look. It's a 2019 calendar. They're about to snog, and they're waving in that one. Oh, that's my cardboard cutout. Okay. We have a rather pensive looking Harry for February. Then we have Harry and Meghan at the AIDS World Day charity for Nottingham. Then we have Meghan attending the world premiere of the Hunger Games. Then we have them doing the snog. This is a U-rated channel. We will not have any snogging on this channel. Then we have Harry and Meghan doing their vows on their wedding day. Harry and Meghan at the Icon Centre in Northern Ireland. Then we have another kind of version of my cardboard cutout on the engagement. Then we have more Nottingham, and in the carriage. Wow, I love it. Thank you so much. I'm going to put it there. And my flag's just flopped. Okay. Everything's going wrong tonight, isn't it? Okay, I'm not bothered. Okay, there we go. Thank you so much. I'm going to put you there. Okay. Let's read the comments. I think I've missed a few. Okay. 267 watching. Yes, please give me a big old thumbs up. Jamie says, what's it like to have Christmas every Saturday? It's rather good, I have to say. But also, you know, these things are things which I can use for the channel. I can have it in the backdrop, you know, the things that I can wear for the channel. It's all things which are going to help the channel. And, you know, people asked me to do the wish list because they wanted to know how they could support the channel. So all of these things are useful in one way or another, whether to make a specially dedicated video, such as the thing I'm keeping back, which I'll show you in the week. But yes, everything on there are things which I can use for the channel for your enjoyment. So hopefully you are enjoying it. Please let me know if you are. Donna Pape says, Elliot, you look so dapper in that jacket. The colour really suits you. In fact, I'm going to make my thumbnail now. So let's timestamp it. Because otherwise, if I don't make a thumbnail, I have to go through frame by frame and choose one where I'm not making a really awful face. So that's my thumbnail. There we go. I've done it. I know it looks weird, but you get the idea. Kelly Black says, Kathy G, well done. Mrs. BS79 says, oh my God, I need that calendar. I think everyone needs that calendar in their life. Nice gift. Beautiful snog. That Brit word always makes me... Yes, if you don't know what snog is kiss. It's a British word for kiss. Snog. Or instead of kissing, that we say snogging. People are having a snogging session. Yvette says, love is in the air, snog. Mwah! To you all. Kelly Black says, we all love seeing you get excited. Caroline says, enjoy your delight. D Sweet says, good thumbnail. We'll see how it turns out. I couldn't see what I was doing. Priscilla Charles says, haha, when is baking time? This week. In fact, maybe even tomorrow. Yes, I still have my ingredients, obviously. Everything's still in date, and I will make my Victoria sponge very, very soon. Shall we have another gift? I'm in the mood. Okay. This one. Shall we? Yes, I think so. Hand in and extract the gift. Oh, okay, what's this? Any notes? No, okay. Oh, from Kathy again. A note did come through. Enjoy your gift from Kathy G from Fort Lauderdale. Thank you so much, Kathy. You have spoiled me. You know, I'm an only child, and this doesn't do my only child syndrome any good because I am totally spoiled. Thank you so much. Spoiled, but really appreciative, I have to say. I think I know what this is. It's off my wish list. Okay. Can you guess? Any guesses? My shopping experience, let's just say, is going to be greatly enhanced after this. I think, is it the tote bag? It's the tote bag! It's my Queen tote bag. I'm going to get it out. So it comes in a handy little pouch. Look. So it's the picture, the coronation picture of the Queen, and it pulls out, and it should make a tote bag. Okay. Oh, I can see myself rocking this bag. So it's a Queen coronation tote bag. I'm hoping you can see the details. Wow. My goodness, actually, it's quite spacious. It's quite spacious in there. Okay. Wow. Look. Oh, it's got a little pocket as well inside. Okay. How does it look? There's me going shopping with my tote bag. Down Sainsbury's. Ah, yes, I can just see myself. Or I can make it into a little Queen clutch, like that with the straps. I love it. Thank you so much. I will be rocking this bag, coming to a local shopping centre near you very soon. Wow, the detail. I love it. Thank you so much. And I'm going to put that over there. Oh, let's put it hopefully so we can see a little bit of the Queen. Okay. Let's read some comments. I like the comments. People saying nice gifts. Wow, I need that. Good thumbnail. I've already read those ones. Margaret says, instead of talking about the fake news channels, I wish people would list the channels that are reliable besides mine and my lovely Royal Reviewer channel. That way I can tune into those as well. Fair point. Sweet Serenity says, say hi to my parents. My dad did enjoy the olives, by the way, for those of you wondering. But they're abroad. They've gone to Spain. They've left me. I don't live with them, by the way. I live next door to my parents. But they're in Spain. And they text me today to say they are enjoying their time on the beach. Okay. That's just terrible. Don't tell me you're on a beach when I'm in the UK with no beach. Not good. But yes, I'm really happy they're having an amazing time on a Spanish beach, enjoying them. Clay Black says, we all love seeing you get excited. I've probably read that one before. What time is it in Britain? It's 11 o'clock, or just past 11. Deborah says, wow, so many gifts. You are spoiled. You look great. Always look so nice. Thank you so much. People saying, very nice tote bag. Love the bag. Fancy. Joanne Corn says, sometimes I wish I was an only child. You have 12 siblings. My goodness. I cannot even comprehend. Can't relate. I can't relate. Maya says, I'm not seeing what's happening. Refresh if you're having technical troubles. Moon Mom says, oh my gosh, I need a tote bag like that. The jacket is quite fashionable. Fabulous too. Maggie Teal says, you're so funny. So glad I found you and look forward to your videos. Thank you so much. Helene says, looks very nice. Lauren Walker says, maybe Sainsbury's will send you something. If I could be hashtag sponsored by Sainsbury's and get free food, I'm there. I will be walking in my Sainsbury's with my tote bag. Sainsbury's, if you're listening, I'm looking for a sponsored video. And yes, please give me a thumb. Oh, no Spanish olives. Yvette. Oh, I'm to the olives. Disgusting. Ugh. I bet Spanish ones are worse than the ones we get over here. In fact, they may even have been Spanish that were sent over. Ugh. People laughing. Kathleen says he really liked the olives, went to Spain to get more. I did not like the olives. Stop. Oh, don't even mention them. They're disgusting. Have I any brothers and sisters? No, I'm an only child with only child syndrome. Arnold Sanders says, you think Wills will ever go back to flying helicopters? I think he does keep his hand in flying helicopters, but in terms of a job, no. He's a full-time working royal now. Kuala Lumpur says, Elliot, you are so loved. Lots of lovely gifts. You so deserve them all. It shows how much everyone appreciates you and your lovely channel. Thank you so much. And of course, I appreciate everybody for watching. Like I say, you don't have to send things to be supportive of the channel. Just the fact that you watch the videos is enough. And obviously, you know, giving me a thumbs up, liking, subscribing, making sure you've hit that notification bell, all of those things really, really help. So thank you so, so much. I can honestly say I have the best viewers ever. In fact, I loathe to call people fans because I really don't think I'm any way, shape or form famous to have fans. You know, fans is something that celebrities have, that, you know, make movies and sing songs and all that kind of thing, and that are on TV. I really don't class myself in that way. I think of this as a very much a community, and we're all here because we love the same interests. We all love the royal family, and your viewers, you are my viewers, you are not fans. So yes, I have the best viewers ever. I mean, look around. I mean, this is just testament. I really have the best viewers ever. Vianua says, Elliot, please wear the coat to the wedding if you're going. Hopefully I am going. I really, really hope. Kathy G says, but I don't know yet. Kathy G says, my appreciation for having such a positive and informative channel. Thank you so much. Betsy says, does Princess Anne's husband carry out royal duties? Not in terms of solo. Sometimes he may accompany Princess Anne occasionally, maybe on some of the big set piece events, but in terms of engagements, Princess Anne is pretty much solo. So no, he doesn't really. And of course, he is not a sort of paid member, working member of the royal family. Maya J says back, and oh, nice jacket, can actually see it. Joanne Corn says, yes, 6 brothers and 6 sisters. Oh my goodness. Jamie says, if you don't wear that bag everywhere, I will disown you. That bag, this bag is coming with, it's going to be glued to my hip. Jamie says, olives, beavers, fabulous fingers. No, not olives. I like beavers and I like fabulous fingers, but no olives. Maya missed the bag and calendar. Oh no. Well, yes, I got a tote bag and a Harry and Meghan calendar. Mrs. VSN is an only child too and born 7th of August. I think Leos like to be the only lion in the pack. W says, any news on Princess Eugenie's? See, I always get it mixed up now. I think it's Eugenie, but I always go to say Eugenie, but it's Eugenie. It's pronounced Eugenie. Any news on her wedding plans? No more further details have been revealed to what we know already. Lauren Walker says, Elliot, you are fabulous. Thank you so much. Joanne Corn loves the chat. Pam G says, we appreciate you. Jamie says, you do have fans. They are red, black, and yellow. Okay. I have these fans. Where's my yellow one gone? Oh no, Harry and Meghan have now fallen. No, stop. Okay. No, I've dropped them. No, right, stay. Stop snogging and stay. Okay. Yes, I have these fans. These are my fans. Sweet says, Elliot, we adore you. Thank you so much. Jojo says, that's because you are the best. Lots of people laughing at Jamie. Cornwall59 says, you bring us all together. I like to think that we all come together by ourselves as well. Laura says, we are your friends and we love you. Thank you so much. In fact, I really, really like the fact that you've considered me a friend. Thank you so much. Yvette says, my friend's been kind of ridiculous, but I have you all, so ha. There you go. Who cares what people think? If you love the royal family, then that's fine. Lauren Walker says, you really cheer me up. Thank you. You guys cheer me up when I'm feeling down. Open another one, I'm hearing. Open the big one. Kathy G says, what holidays are shared by both the US and England? Christmas. Definitely Christmas. I think Easter is universal as well, is it not? And I think the summer holidays overlap, but I think in some states you go back earlier than what we do. Most of our British schools go back next week, this coming week. China says, we are 1 month away from Princess Eugenie's wedding. So excited. And me, especially if I get to go. Michael Bowes Mike says, can you say about your experience in visiting the site of her coronation, Westminster Abbey? I haven't visited Westminster Abbey, actually. I've been next to it. I've been close to it, but I didn't have time to go in. So I haven't been there. I've been to the Houses of Parliament. I've been to the Tower of London. And I've been to that slate plinth in Carnarvon, where Prince Charles, the Prince of Wales, was invested as the Prince of Wales. I've stood on the very spot. I have a photo from 2007, but I have not been into Westminster Abbey. Janine Bell says, you are very appreciated for your hard work. Thank you so much. And Jamie says, I accidentally just ate prawn cocktail flavoured chips and thought they were already salted, almost vomited. Oh, I hate prawn cocktail too. See, I like prawns cocktail as in a real prawn cocktail. Yum. I like crisps. No. Disgusting. And I also hate sour cream and chive. Anything. Disgusting. Joanne Corn is a Leo. Mrs. BS79 says, lots of laughter having red, black and yellow fans. I'm very diverse. Colin Russian 4 says, hi, Colin and Luciana from Liverpool, England. Hope you're doing great. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing great too. In Liverpool. I've never been to Liverpool, but I would actually like to go. Betsy says, lots of laughter at Jamie. Maya J says, Meg's note not to buy prawn flavoured crisps. They're disgusting. They're horrible. I hate skips as well. Ain't that says New Year. It's the of course, New Year is universal too. And Halloween, of course. Scott Cough, Halloween. Jamie says, oh, by the way, Halloween. Okay. I have a bit of an outfit ready for Halloween. I'm compiling an outfit. So there is going to be a Royal Reviewer Halloween special, whichever Saturday falls closest to Halloween. I don't know what day it's on. I've forgotten. But that will be my Halloween special. So I want you all to dress up and I want you all to somehow send me in photos or something of you all dressed up watching. Jamie says, prawn cocktail tastes like gone off beans. Ugh, disgusting. Laura says, Westminster is gorgeous. St. Paul's is as well. Jamie says, I'm going to St. Paul's in 3 weeks. You are indeed, and it will be an amazing experience, I'm sure. I do need to spend a few days in London. Valentine's Day, yes, they are the same holidays. So Scott Goff says, for me, every day is Halloween. It looks like for me, every day is Christmas. Okay, wow. Shall we do another gift? I'm itching. Literally, my nose is itching. I need a drink first. I've been doing lots of talking and I need a drink. Replenish those fluids. In fact, I made this drink a little bit earlier than normal so that it would cool down a little bit because this cup keeps it, this London cup with all famous London landmarks keeps it so hot that it's actually drinkable now because normally I burn my tongue. Okay, that works. Now, what should we go for next? Move that one. I think I want to know what this is. Okay, I've been itching for this because when I opened it, I could see a hint of tartan. Okay, I could see a hint of tartan. So I know it's something tartan off my wish list. It's the Scotland Kilt Company. Wow. And I'm dying to know what it is. I think I know, but I am actually dying. Literally, my wig is about to fly off. Oh, okay, I know what it is. Wow. Okay. Is there any notes? No notes. Okay, by the way, I do not know who this is from. So if it is from you, thank you so much. This will go amazing with my Scottish attire. I hope they fit. Oh, wow, look. Oh my goodness. Oh no, it's a kilt. It's not trousers. It's an actual kilt. Okay, I am actually surprised. I didn't know what this was. Did I even have this on my wish list? This may have been to my PO box address. Wow, it's an actual kilt. Woohoo! Oh my goodness. Wow, look at I'm speechless. Look. Okay, what do you think? Does it look good? Wow. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to do a little jig, and there'll be more than a hint of ankle. There'll be actual leg. Wow. No, actually, I think this was on my wish list, wasn't it? I forget what I put on there. Wow. Whoever got me this, thank you so much. My goodness. And I'm so lucky. I'm going to put it there. I am so lucky. I'm the luckiest person ever. I have no idea when I'm going to. Shall I wear it next week? Which outfit shall I wear it with next week? My goodness. Okay, I need to read the comments. Wow. Okay. I'm going back up. Prawn cocktail crisps. No. Maya J gets a defibrillator ready. It is a kilt. Joanne Corn says, wow, yes, kilt, so exciting. Kilt, nice, yeah. Now, yes, you'll see a lot more than ankle. I will have to show my ankle. A Laird's kilt. It's actually in Royal Stewart tartan. It's the Royal Stewart tartan. People agreeing on prawn cocktail flavored crisps. Love the colours, says Joanne. Pam G says, thank you so much for making us laugh. Have a lot to look forward to. You'll be a... Let's hope the internet goes off when I wear that kilt. Keep us completely informed about the royal family. Fabulous kilt. Very, very cool. Will I be wearing pants with that kilt? Will I be a true Scotsman? You'll have to just... your mind will have to just not go there. Jamie says, I'm dying with laughter. A guy with a purple jacket dancing with a kilt on my screen. It was a moment. Definitely a moment. Was it a meme? Yvette Mark says, be sure to slant when you sit in... Oh, the Duchess slant! I'm going to have to do the Duchess slant like this. Okay. You can't see my ankle down there, but I'm doing the Duchess slant. Monolithic says, they forgot the bagpipes. I forgot my Piper Bear. Kathleen says, wow. There's people saying, wow, that looks so cool. Now you'll have to show some leg and do the Duchess slant because I am not having an up kilt shot going on. Candice says, I sent you the kilt. Amazon didn't allow me to send you a little card. Oh, thank you, Candice. Thank you so much. You may have just scarred people for life when I wear that kilt. Thank you so much. Maya says, just remember to sit properly in a kilt. Yes, I will not be... The Duchess slant is the order of the day, I think. Scott God says, a true Laird, no pants. Living the Good Life says, you may have to explain what pants are to the Americans. Pants is underwear. I know in America pants is trousers, but we call trousers trousers. Trousers are your pants, and underwear is your pants. No. What do you call underwear? But yes, pants is underwear to us. I got totally mixed up there. Patricia Nixon says, I'm just tuning in. What have I missed about Harry and Meghan? You've missed quite a bit. By the way, if you do miss any of these live chat moments, you can always go back after I finish being live and watch on catch up. China says, you must wear it while the Queen is at Balmoral. Shall I wear it next week? Should that be my order of the day? Michael says, would be fun if you got a sponsor to do your genealogy. I would be surprised if you weren't related to some royalty. I would love to do my genealogy. Mrs. BSN says, yes, the Duchess slant. Fazil Taylor says, thank you, Van Isle, love the kilt. Jamie says, please, we don't want to see anything. Don't have a Prince Philip moment. By the way, yes, Prince Philip did reveal all in an up kilt shot. If you are easily offended, and if you don't mind seeing something that once seen can never be unseen, do Google it. But if you are offended and you can't get rid of images from your head, don't Google it, is all I'm going to say. Sarina says boxer shorts. Boxer shorts are boxer shorts, aren't they universal? Mrs. BSN says, oh wow, underwear or panties or drawers. My Joe says Prince Philip forgot to sit properly. He wasn't doing the slant. Margaret says, in America, men's underwear is referred to as boxers or briefs. Jamie says, if you wear the kilt next week, we don't want to see the crown jewels. There will be no crown jewels. Definitely not. Maybe a hint of corgi. Gerald says, in the South, the USA, we call the pants drawers. Drawers. That's a terrible American accent. I can do California. Droopy drawers. There's no droopy drawers here. Betsy said trousers are trousers and pants are underwear. Deborah says, thank you for explaining underwear. I didn't know that. People saying, yes, wear it next week. Blair says, I remember you making me giggle. Google Prince Philip in a kilt. Give yourself a fan flap. Okay, which one? The black one? Okay, don't Google Prince Philip in a kilt. Don't. You've been warned. Don't do it. Jamie says, how could anybody be offended by Philip's crown jewels? You'd have to be living under a rock and scared of humans. Once seen, it can never be unseen. Mrs. Beer79 says, I mean no harm, but I don't want to see an old man's jewels. You definitely don't. Joanne Corn says, you guys are cracking me up. Shall we do another gift? Or shall we talk about something? Let me see if I forgot anything. Oh, Meghan's wedding dress. It's going on display. It's going on display at Windsor Castle first. And then in the new year, it's going to move to Scotland and be presented, shown at the Palace of Holyrood House. You can book your tickets in advance, but I think they don't go on sale. I did say in my video when they go on sale, so do go and check that out. But Windsor Castle is first, and Meghan's dress is going to be shown. I put some preview pictures in my video, so do go and check that out, along with the tiara. So if you want to see the tiara and see if it compares to mine in terms of sparkle, then head along to Windsor Castle and you can see that. And I do put the dates when it's on display in that video too. I think we've pretty much spoken about a lot of things, actually. We've spoken about the puppy. Okay, the only thing I haven't mentioned is my Patreon. I had a few new members last week. So if you do want to support the channel on a monthly basis and also get rewards for doing so, do check out Royal Reviewer on Patreon. There is an app and also a website, Patreon, and you can become a patron of the channel and you get some cool rewards and posts, exclusive posts that I put in there. The link is in the description of this video, so do go and check that out if you are interested in being a monthly supporter of the site. But like I say, you don't have to, just literally watching the videos is plenty, so thank you so much. Can I go? I doubt you'll be able to film it. That's the problem with a lot of these royal places. You can film kind of like around the experience, but actually filming inside some of these locations, you can't do. So you'd have to be pretty creative to come up with a whole video about it, I suppose. Mrs. Biersen says, yay for the wedding gown. You're hoping it would be and wish you could see the display. Mayor J says the Queen was posing for a picture with a Scots regiment years ago. Official picture, and the gentleman 3 from her right forgot to sit properly. Oh no, I'm not Googling that one. Fake news from Marquis, I think. Rhonda Malone Blair says, I am late, but joining now. Looking really very handsome today. Thank you so much. Oh, Jamie says cannonballs. I missed that one. My goodness. Fliss says that tiara was gorgeous, captivating. It was so sparkly. Even in the wrapper, it was really sparkly. Christina says, are you going to see Meg's dress? How far away is Shropshire from London? Shropshire is about sort of 3 hours away by train-ish. Maybe 3.5, 4 by car. We're going to open another present. But how many people are in the chat room? How many viewers do we have? Because I can't see. Oh, shall we do the big one? And I think I know what this is. And Kathy's note helped as well. So let's open it up. It is a YouTube cushion. It is a YouTube cushion. Wow, thank you so much again. You really have spoilt me. It's a YouTube cushion, and I wanted one for so long. And in fact, actually, I'm going to use it now. Because, well, I can use it in the backdrop of videos, but I am going to use it actually as a cushion to maybe bolster me a little bit because, it's really firm and nice. Actually, it's a really, really good cushion for pushing me back from the very back of the sofa, for keeping me forward. So thank you so much. Actually, that is very, very useful. Shall we do another one? I think it's the last one. Yes, I think I've finally got down all those presents. Thank you so much. What a good problem to have. Now this, I think I picked up from my PO box address. So let's have a look. It feels like a book, but I don't know which one it is. Oh, hang on, there's a note first. Does the note say who it's from? Doesn't say who it's from. No. Okay, I don't know who this is from. If you bought me the book, then a big thank you to you, and please make yourself known. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. It's a Sunday Times bestseller, Young Prince Philip, His Turbulent Early Life by Philip Eade. Highly readable, deserves to take its place among the first rank of modern royal biographies. Daily Mail. Wow. Look. This is incredible. Thank you so much. Isn't he handsome? Look at the dashing Prince Philip. You can see why the Queen fell in love. Wow. That's amazing. This will definitely go on my shelf. Thank you so much. Whoever got me this, thank you. And of course, I'll be opening that and looking at it in more detail at leisure. Thank you so much. Okay. Where's my chat room gone? Return. Oh, there's 235-ish watching. Thank you so much. Yes, and if you are watching, please give me a big old thumbs up. What do I think about Meghan's dress? I loved it. I thought it was definitely sleek and timeless and simple. It was a very stripped down look, but it was all about the veil. All the detail was in the veil. It was definitely a dress where the veil and the tiara were the primary features, I think. But Meghan certainly looked very simple and elegant going into the church, which I think was very suitable and appropriate for her. Yvette says Prince Philip was a bear. He was indeed. If you know, all those years ago, 60 odd years ago, he could have been my bae. Ricky says, I love Harry. I think we all love Harry. D3 says, sounds like it would be a great read. And yes, Prince Philip was a hottie. Maya says, hope it has the story of Prince Philip and Wallis. Shame that's not been given more prominence. Maybe it will. We'll have to wait and see. Cindy says, you look wonderful. Thank you so much in my new jacket, which I absolutely adore. Thank you so much. And Susan says, and Meghan always looks wonderful. I think she does too. She certainly dresses with class and elegance, tights or no tights. But yes, I think she always looks really, really good. Okay. My throat is getting really dry tonight. Yeah, so I think we've covered everything on my list. So, oh, by the way, of course, we will see tomorrow who is going to be at Sunday service with the Queen. Again, I don't know if Harry and Meghan have been to Balmoral. They weren't spotted at Sunday service in any of the previous weeks. That doesn't mean to say that they definitely weren't there, but I personally don't think they have been. I think any reports of them being there are probably untrue. And I'm hoping we may see them tomorrow. I know they've been technically back to work with the Hamilton engagement, but they could still squeeze in a little time at Balmoral before officially going back on duty. So I'm hoping we may see them tomorrow. And of course, I will make some kind of video telling you who is at Balmoral with the Queen tomorrow. I am eagerly awaiting. But of course, they could also spend a weekend or so with the Queen well into October, because of course the Queen is now at Balmoral until October, so we could still see them if they haven't been already, but I don't know if they have been there yet. Kathy D says simple dresses are the hardest to make. The lines have to be just right, and that was certainly a wonderful dress. Joyce says only 117 thumbs up. Come on, folks, please hit the like button. Yes, just get it up. Mary Brunn says that was nice of Mayor J for sending that book. Oh, thank you, May. I didn't see that it was you. Thank you so much. I didn't see that comment. Thank you so much for the book. I really did. I do love it. I'm looking forward to reading it a lot. And Prince Philip, how fitting indeed. Oh, Prince Philip was spotted as well this week. He was out and about with no walking stick. He was driving his Land Rover, I think it was, and he got out to open a gate. And I think he was helped and assisted by a member of the public, who obviously wanted to just lend a hand. But he definitely seems in really good health and seems to have fully recovered from the hip hop. Yes, I believe it is true that Meghan and Harry have a new dog called Oz, a black Labrador. Arnold Sanders says, "What is this obsession with Brits and tights?" I don't know. Someone explain it to me too. Marilyn Blind says, "You look amazing. Thank you so much." Jojo says, "Meghan is a right modern princess. Duchess, always gorgeous. She is indeed gorgeous." Yvette says, "Meghan is the first Duchess of Sussex. Never been another. She is the mould." She is. She's definitely got the #1 slot there. She's the only one. Leslie Lane Fenton says, "Well, you just answered my question. Is that just because she is older now?" I didn't see your question. Oh, when does the Queen return from Balmoral? She has an extended break. She does have an extended break, but I think she deserves an extended break. Ronnie Jackson says, "Great gift revealing party. Looking forward for the next chat. Have a blessed week." Yes, I can put that away now. It was. Thank you so. I know you cannot see, but I have such a mess on the floor. It's awful. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a photograph of what I can see, and I will put it on my Patreon account for Patreons. Just look at my floor, and this is kind of all spread out. Okay, I'm going to get a few pictures of what I can see. My floor is an absolute state, which I'm going to have to clean up after this live chat. But thank you so much. Christina says, "Thanks for getting us through the holiday period." It's actually been quite a busy holiday period, considering normally it goes completely quiet. Have we seen Jack Brooksbank's parents yet? I mean, they are private people. They aren't, under the radar. You can find pictures of them, most definitely. Hip hop sounds like a new brand of royal music. He's definitely into hip hop. Cheryl says, "I am from the Caribbean and I love your show. Thank you so much." And I've never been to the Caribbean, but I would love to. On a cruise. I'd love to visit lots of islands on a cruise. A Caribbean cruise. Sounds good to me. Lauren Walker says, "We'll like it once the chat has ended." Okay, some people are holding back there. That's fine. Margaret says, "Dearest Elliot, please consider doing a house tour of your lovely home. Maybe one day." I mean, you've seen bits and bobs of it. You've seen different elements. Greetings from Boston, from Massless. Thank you so much, and hello to you in Boston. Charlotte Stevens says, "In private, do you think the royals curtsy to each other?" Yes, they do. In the proper pecking order, yes, they do. It seems odd, but it is customary for them to observe that protocol. Joyce says, "All you have to do is hit the like button in the live chat box, and then you won't have to miss a thing." That is true. Marilyn says, "This time next week, I will be in London watching Hamilton myself." Wow! I forgot you were coming. You were coming to England. I really hope you enjoy it. And it seemed like an incredible gala performance. So who knows? You may even be sitting in the same seat as Meghan. You'll have to ask which seat she sat in. See if you can get it. Cheryl says, "You should visit Barbados." My parents have been to Barbados quite a few times. They have friends who live there. Lauren Walker says, "Hoping to become a Patreon." Anybody is more than welcome. There are so many different tiers and different levels, so to suit all kinds of monthly donations of whatever you want to donate. Louise says, "Make sure you visit Antigua." I'd love to follow in the footsteps of previous Royal Caribbean visits. Yes, they only do the curtsy thing once. So, for example, if they meet the Queen first thing in the morning or for the first time that day, they do the curtsy and they call her Your Majesty. And then on after, it's ma'am, as in jam, and they don't have to do the curtsy. Darkstorm's Empire is back. We're doing work on a poster. Interesting. Marilyn Blythe says, and the tour of Buckingham Palace and Prince Charles's art selection. Yes, that would be amazing. I really want to go. I really do need to go. Mary Bond says the Grenadians are very proud of the fact they are part of the Commonwealth. I think most people who are part of the Commonwealth are very proud to be part of the Commonwealth. I think it's a good club to be in. Martha says, I love your garden. Mrs. BSN says they this America did away with wearing stockings years ago, but you'll wear tights in winter. Okay. Hi to Kelly in Phoenix and Larry. Marie says, just did a Caribbean cruise. Great experience. Hope you get to do one soon. I really want to do a cruise, and maybe I could vlog and just put it on the channel. If you'd like to see, let me know. Okay, I think I'm going to end tonight's chat here. I think I've been on for an hour and a half at least. So like I said, I will be back next week, same time, Saturday, live at 10 o'clock. Please check out my Patreon. The link is in the description. And if you want to, the Amazon wishlist link is there too. So again, thank you so much to everybody who's contributed or even just watched my videos. I really do appreciate it. So, okay, this is the fun bit. How do I say goodbye when I haven't got my screen? For those of you who are late joining, I had a technical difficulty. Oh, hang on, there I am. I found my screen. Okay, I can see myself. And wow, the jacket. Okay, cool. I do love the jacket. I can see myself. So, from me in Shropshire, goodbye.